Alright. I got an hour. See if I can do 69 to 100 on Acheron. We'll see. I think I could get it. Could happen. Okay. Okay. Practicing it from right there is kind of useless. Let's at least go from here. I am the opposite of wave carried. Holy. Okay. These orbs, by the way, are just like the hardest thing ever for no good reason. This level feels a lot better today. These orbs, like, I'm timing carried and all, but god damn. Those two pink orbs might be the hardest part of the whole ending section, in my opinion. It's fucking crazy. Nice. One second, I gotta disable the preview. I'm distracting myself. There we go. Oh shit, I forgot to start Twitch. Oops. There we go. Now that's up too. Sorry, Twitch. Forgot to start the stream. That ball becomes a lot harder playing from anywhere else. Whew. I'm not beating it. I'm not beating it right now. Someday, I'll beat it. But I got 68 to 98 yesterday. So I'm gonna see if I can knock out the run on stream. Because I think it'd be cool to knock out on stream. Not to mention, I mean, it's Acheron. It's like one of those levels. It's a big popular level. Figure might as well. Yeah. No, that ship is nasty. Found a strat that's like kind of consistent enough. Consistent enough. Sometimes I can get real consistent at it too. But no, since I did Promethean, I have a little bit of an easier time with ships than other things in this level. I think I've done every ship in the level. Nah, 68 is right at it. It's the whole kind of second drop of Acheron. That's the run I'm trying to do. Yeah, ironically, the hardest part of this is 2 specific pink orbs. It's not even a ship or a wave or anything. It's these 2 fuckers right there. And I mean the last wave. The last wave's hard. But those orbs are especially bad. Yeah. Pretty unsurprising death. Well, well, well. Many such cases. Yeah, I know. It's like, I can see how people could get consistent at it. Like, now that I'm just kind of good enough to start playing this level. But I'm not there. That's not me. At least not yet. Maybe someday. There are many skill levels I never thought I'd reach that I have, so I don't really have any standards anymore. But in the meantime, I thought, hey, this did like a practice run. I was like, yeah, this is kind of fun. Let's distract myself for a couple days doing this. Especially since I've got some plans coming up. Yeah, it's fun to do that sometimes. Yeah, Minus Dry is a cool level, but I think that's one of those that it's like, if I ever really play it, it's going to be when I'm probably good enough to beat it. One of my friends did it for a hardest. I don't think I'm ever going to do it for a hardest, but I might do it at some point. I mean, if I'm good enough to do it for like a top 5, I probably will. Because it seems kind of like a nice skill-based level. Cool. Alright, so let's move the position back. Probably do this 200 and then start going from 68. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see said friend whose hardest is minus dry. He's working on Deimos right now. And then afterwards he's going to do Firework. So I'm kind of curious to see how it stacks up to those two. I think Deimos is cool, but it's like... I've always... Yeah, exactly. I like the old Deimos more. That's the thing. That's the big kicker. It's not Skelly Deimos. I gotta talk to Skelly again. It's been a little while. I still do plan on beating that level too. I want to beat the old Deimos. Just right now it's too hard for me. I got 47 as a little bit of a fluke run. And that alone was harder than Cognition, so... My version, the pre-drop's a little bit too hard. Yeah, I had one of my friends I had play it, and he said the only level he had a ton of experience with that he could compare it with was harder than Arcturus. So, probably somewhere around there. I mean, I've played Collapse enough that I can say it's probably harder than Collapse, too. So, not good enough yet, but I'm just saying, if Skelly ever gave me the verification, that wouldn't stop me. It just takes some time. But I could definitely beat it. Yeah, that jump, I had to make sure it aligned. Because it turned out to be impossible on numerous refresh rates. Because I was playing with... Because, I mean, if I'm playing the version that's obviously not going to get rated, I'm just going to play it with CBF. If I got the actual verification, then obviously I'd turn that off so it could get rated, but... With CBF, I was able to make that jump, like, diabolically hard. And it's funny, too, because no matter how hard I made it, it just kept getting consistent. So if I wanted to be like an uber dick, like Zoink or Pop-Off, I could probably put some sort of special click pattern aligned, like uber frame perfects, be a turbo dick, and crank the difficulty up to even harder. Pull a Swyborg Solar Flare. Yeah, GD's a very mental game. That was my case for a long time. I think playing a level that's pretty consistently, like, bad, or, like, difficult, that's one way to improve the mental, basically, like, setting yourself up for bad luck. But still pulling through. Or doing, like, a jump or something. Obviously, I wouldn't go too crazy jump into something stupid, because that'll take way too long, but maybe a bit of a jump. That's a good way to kind of improve mental. Just like basically picking something and sticking with it for the long ride. That's a good way to help it a lot. That's kind of what I tried to do with Promethean. But I'd say I got luckier than average with that, even. Although, to be fair, I practiced a lot more than most people do. Try clicking. Alright, first frame, you click. Then if you die, don't click. Next time. Second frame, click. Then if you don't die, don't do it next time. And then you just repeat that for approximately 2 million attempts, and you'll beat Stereo Madness. It's what I call the brute force method. Yeah. That's probably a good jump level, too. That seems pretty skill-based. It'll be hard as hell, but you'll probably get a little bit more out of it. Oh, yeah, the 75 UFO. I think I'd do normal routes. Yeah, I don't know. I think generally I err on the side of more CPS, just because I'm kind of ass at it. And I kind of want to get faster, and over time I have, as a result. Oh, you can just skip that? Yeah, that is harder, but I didn't know that. That's funny. I'll do it once without the blue pad. Yeah, the blue pad's interesting, because it's like a timing in itself. You have to aim for, like, just slightly to the left of the center of the blue pad for, like, optimal consistency. It's all about the setup. Although just dropping does definitely give a more, like, a more consistent setup. But it is definitely harder. Yeah, no, I can tell it's definitely a really late timing. Jesus Christ, how late? It's real late. Ah, there we go. Alright, once I start getting to the wave decently from here, I'll go from 69, 68. That wave, for some reason, for me, is really hard. Even though I know that's an objectively easy wave. I'm like, ass at wave. I am not gonna be that guy who uses all white icons. That is not me. I am loyal to using a real icon set. I guarantee no matter how good I get, I'm gonna have a consistent icon. Plus, I mean, Doggy, for example. My guys always use the same icon set. Bro's verifying grief. Popoff seems to he seems to have adopted like an actual icon set at this point too. I think that was, I mean, I've always been pro real, like, distinguishable icon sets. It's like one of few ways you can have identity as a player. I think the most I could see myself doing is like maybe switching my wave trail color if I were beating something like Tidal Wave or something. Just because, you know, my wave trail's light blue. That'll definitely blend in too much for something like that. I'd maybe switch to pink. Yeah. I used Seahorse for a long time. Seahorse is goated. There's some ships that are just better than others. I think the one I'm using right now is my favorite 2.2 ship. I really like how it flies. Plus, it doesn't look like ass. Generally, those are my two favorite qualities in a ship. Plays good and doesn't feel like ass. If I can get a ship that's either of those, I'm going to generally use it a lot. Yeah, there are. Some of them just don't play that well. I feel like it's like, definitely you kind of gotta experiment to find ones you like. But I feel like there definitely are some ships that people pretty consistently like. Seahorse. I don't think I've met anyone who hasn't at least gone through a Seahorse ship phase. Who could have guessed? Well, well, well. It's okay. If I can get there with some frequency, I'll just go from 67. I don't need to do it to 100. Although if I do it to 100, I'm just going to go from 67, 68, 69, whatever the percentage is. I think it's 69, maybe 68, whatever. Oops. One day I will be good at wave. Surely someday. I think I would be the level that's good for wave in my skill set, but all of them, like, or in my skill range, but all of them suck. Except, like, Tails Doll, and Tails Doll is, like, weird as hell, and I can't really play it because it, like, lags my computer and the spawn rate is weird, and I don't even really know how I would practice it because of that. So, it's kind of out of the cards. Because the creator had to put, god damn it, 178 audio assets in the level. Pretty much, I mean. With Becca like that, yeah. Maybe when I'm better, I'll do, like, the golden. I like the golden. I mean, it'd definitely be hardest if I did the golden. Well, I mean, I guess that goes without saying, but I don't know. I've got plans. So, the golden isn't going to be something I'm beating yet. But, maybe within the year. We'll see. We'll see if that's in the cards. It'd take a while, but I think it'd be a cool level to have under my belt. Off to a good start, goddamn. My consistency with this is way better today. What? Knock on wood. I could just jinx it and never be consistent again, but... Should make sure. Yeah, my replay's on. Yep. Sometimes that just happens. I mean, like the really hard ship around 70 in Promethean, there was one time I passed it 9 times in a row. Sometimes I just get like really weird bursts of consistency and stuff like that. Like my finger just figures it out for a bit. For some reason, that transition gets me a lot. This is also normal. After the insane consistency burst, there's like a total consistency drought. Like I use up all my luck for a bit or something. Oops. Yeah, this game just does what it wants sometimes. I think once you've played it for a long time and can kind of recognize when it's doing its shit, it's like... It's not as... it doesn't really bother me anymore. Just kind of gotta let it run its course. Oops. Oh shit. Fuck, it's already 5? The big lag spike of death. I fear that motherfucker. I got a really big lag spike on Heaven's Door while I was fluking it from 36. Luckily, I did not die. It was in a place where I didn't really need to do much. Nice. We'll take that. More of those, please. Yep. Damn. My click's hard anyways. Yeah, I knew I fucked that up. It's because I didn't jump far enough the first time. It's like that one UFO in Phobos where you have to do a timing like way, way back to do everything else right, but on a smaller scale. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, it's disappointing to die there and all, sure, but I'm kind of like more happy to be making it there. I'm not sure kind of when that wiring in my brain switched. I kind of view runs differently from how I used to. Definitely a lot more positively. I'm thinking too much and feeling too little. There we go. I was thinking about every click way too hard. This is like a game where you do best if you only care about the run you're doing like 75%. If you care 100, you're definitely gonna choke. Even though this sentence would have killed me 5 years ago, cognition is a good entry list demon. Yep. That's the funny thing, too. It's like, I feel like cognition is one of those levels That's super hard until it isn't. Once you're like good enough, it's like, oh, this isn't that bad at all. That's very much how it was for me. It was like, felt like one of those levels I would never beat, and then suddenly it was like kind of easy for me. Because it's like a fast-paced timings, muscle memory sort of demon. And that shit does not fly unless you're, like, close to the right level for it. I think that's why Oblivion is kind of even more that way. Oblivion's one of those levels that's, like, excruciating to do as a hardest, but, like, pretty much otherwise seems to go pretty smoothly for a lot of people. Yeah, it is. I did 49 to 100 like 2 years ago. My hardest was still Wazaretta. Yeah, I know. What? Sir? Are you shitting me? Well, I guess that's 69 to 100 on a buffed copy of Acheron. I forgot to mention, this is Zoink's buffed version, I believe. Well, that's going to be uploaded. That's good too, because I gotta leave for work about 10 minutes from now. Gotta throw some packages. Awesome, thank you. Yeah. Nice smooth stream. Yeah, thanks. Big things plans. Obviously not as big as Acheron. Yeah. No, again, just kind of to wrap up, thank you for tuning in, and anyone else. Thank you. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.